Let's all get in the Wayback Machine. Let's put the plutonium in and check the flux capacitor and dive right into the year 1992. There we go. Now that I'm in the right frame of mind, let's talk. I must have been 5 or 6 at the time. My dad had said I could buy a new Nintendo game, so I was obviously excited. We took the trip to what I thought was the gaming mecca, Toys R Us. Hey, I was 6 and they had a huge selection. We went to the game section. I browsed for about an hour and finally picked a game called Dynowarz. Full name, Dynowarz. Destruction of Spondylus, or Spondylus. Never really figured that out, because I think it's a made-up word. All I know is I was in Toys R Us and saw this sweet box art where the guy's shooting a laser gun through a dinosaur's head. There is plenty of dinosaur shooting, but not as the guy. And they're robotic dinosaurs. But how in the hell do you tell that by a box? So I grabbed the card and we went to the game desk and bought the game. The first game I ever picked out for myself. God, I wish my parents had chosen a game for me, because I probably would have been much happier. So there is no in-game story. So just like my Operation Secret Storm review, I'm going to make up the story because I always threw away the box and manual because I couldn't read very well. At least not when I was 6. So, you are Dr. Fuckelstein, and these bastards have stolen your giant robotic dinosaur research and mass-produced them in order to rule the universe. And being the good doctor you are, you can't let those motherfuckers get away with it. So you jump in your big-ass T-Rex prototype to kick their ass and show them a thing or 3. Now, that's obviously not the actual story, but I always threw manuals away when I was a kid, so you just had to fucking live with it. Now, the gameplay. Well, it's okay, I guess. It's an almost completely unremarkable side-scrolling beat-em-up type thing. There are 2 sections of gameplay. One where you are the giant T-Rex dinosaur, you know, the cool parts, except for the completely unbalanced gameplay. For some reason, the first level boss is much, much harder than the third level boss, and they're just palette swaps anyway. And there are the parts where you play Dr. Fuckelstein. After every robot stage, you have to assume the role of a space-suited scientist. You go into these bases, for lack of a better term, and you have to make it all the way to these brain eye things. Looks kind of like Mother Brain. And destroy them. After destroyed, you just have to make it back through the level and get back in your dinosaur where you warp to the next stage. Now normally, this would get a decent rating, except there are some positively infuriating things about this fuckwad of a game. For one thing, your jumping is extremely awkward, especially as Dr. Fuckelstein. I can't really do it justice, but you'll just have to trust me. And when you're the dinosaur, you jump maybe half an inch, length and height. And they have this infuriating habit of putting mines right in front of the landing so you actually can't jump the full distance half the time over the pits. And your movement is so fucking slow! Oh my god, it really looks like you're walking through air that has turned to bullshit. Because that's what it is. Bullshit! I can understand moving as slow as Dr. Fuckelstein, but as a fucking robotic T-Rex? Give me a fucking break! You couldn't put a run function on the goddamn control panel? That would have made the game way less boring and plotting. Yes, the parts that should be cool and fun, also known as the robotic dinosaur, are slow, boring, and you fight the same tiny little enemies over and over again. If they had made the game more fast-paced and put some more variety in level design, enemy design, weapon design, etc., it would have been a much funner game. In fact, with a game like this, you should hate playing Dr. Fuckelstein and just want to get back in your T-Rex. But no, it's the complete opposite. Dr. Fuckelstein is faster, jumps higher, and his weapon is better. And he doesn't downgrade his weapon on accident. In fact, he always has like a 3-shot pistol, not the puny-ass no-range punt that the T-Rex defaults to whenever you die. And almost all the weapons for the dinosaurs suck too. Except for the beam laser, they're mostly useless. No spread gun. All weapons have some kind of drawback. The laser shoots only straight till it's upgraded. The fireball is puny, only shoots straight till it's upgraded. The fish launcher can only be fired once at a time, and the launcher shoots mortars out of your back for a distance of about 2 inches. Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't ranged weapons supposed to keep your fucking distance between you and your enemy? So, I hate this game, but for some reason, I still play it. Score is 4 out of 10. Steer clear of it. It's far from a classic, but it's not as bad as you think. I just have a sour taste in my mouth from the cover art and various other factors. I think you guys should probably still give it a try. You might like it, but for me it was nothing but a disappointment. God damn you, Bandai and Toys R Us! Damn yous all to hell!